All right, welcome to episode 2 of Across the Leagues.
All right, today we will be ranking all 30 NBA teams.
Last episode, we did all the MLB teams. We're going to just headed over to NBA now.
Yep. So I'll just start seeing things off. So my 30th team, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. This team is just not good. There's like stars are pretty much just Jeremy Grant and D'Angelo Russell, with Cameron Boozer being one of the top rookies coming in. This team is just not good. They finished 13th in the Western Conference, and I don't see anything bright happening for the next 2, 3 years with this team.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. They lost last year, they lost Jaren Jackson Jr. A while back, they lost Desmond Bade, and then now just recently, John Morant to the Trailblazers. They've got nothing left, so they're 30th for me.
Yep. 29th, I'm probably gonna take the New Orleans Pelicans. I mean, they didn't have any moves this offseason. Giannis, their star player, is always injured. They did have some good flashes with Trey Murphy. He was doing really well during the season, and also Jeremiah Fears and Derek Green, the two rookies last year. But other than that, this lineup is just not very deep. DeJounte Murray, he was out last year, and I just don't think this team is going to be any good.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably bottom, pretty close to bottom of the barrel. But 29th, I'm actually going to take the Nets. You know, some people think they're going to be better with Julius Randle. I think they're going to be worse with Julius Randle. Not because he's a bad player, just because him and Michael Porter Jr. are both ball hogs, so that is not going to go well.
All right. 28th, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, they just traded an MVP in Giannis to the Heat. They got a decent fallback, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, Khalil Ware. They're all decent as far as after Jonas as well. And then they also have some great rookies in Nate Ahmet and Braden Burris. But this team, I just have to see how they mesh together because they don't have a lot of chemistry all playing together with this being their first year with 6 or 7 new guys. So I just think they'll be bottom of the barrel in the East.
Okay. 28th, I'm going to take the Pelicans now because, you know, all the reasons you said. But Trey Murphy is a stud, though, so that's why he's a little bit higher.
Yeah. All right. 27th, I have the Brooklyn Nets. Like you said, Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. are playing alongside each other. I don't really know how that's going to go. They have a good rookie in Mikal Brown Jr. Obviously, what we saw him do at Louisville, he's pretty good. But also they gave up um Claxton to the Bulls for essentially nothing. So I don't really like the Julius Randle Michael Porter Jr. fit. So that's why I have to put that up to himself.
Yeah, for my 27th, I actually have the Jazz. I mean, I know they got Darren Peterson, but I don't think he can just save a whole team like that. They were 15th in the West last year, and I think they're going to be towards the bottom again.
Interesting. Coming in 26th, I have the Sacramento Kings. This team, they have some veterans. They have DeAndre Hunter, Zach LaVine, Russell Westbrook. They got Darius Acuff and Alex Caravan from the draft, also Emmanuel Sharp. But I just don't really like this team. Like they let um they let DeMar DeRozan walk. They also have Domantas Sabonis, but this team is just old and they don't really have any other notable players except for like Keegan Murray. But other than that, I just don't like this. So I had to put them at 26.
Okay, for my 26, I'm going to go with uh I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings as well, just because same deal with Darren Peterson. Although I think Darius Acuff is a little better. Uh, I think a rookie's not going to be able to save a whole team. And Russell Westbrook, I'm sorry, but he's near the end of his career, and I don't even know if he's going to stay with them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the list kind of stops there.
Yeah. All right. Number 25. It pains me to say this, but I gotta go with the Chicago Bulls. We're just a young team. We did acquire Norman Powell and Nicholas Claxton. Obviously, we got Caleb Wilson, who's my rookie of the year. But other than that, we just have a bunch of young studs. Matas Buzelis, Josh Giddey. Um, Mac McClung, actually, dunk contest winner, Noah Asenge. But then we also have Patrick Williams, who is just absolutely abysmal. And I just do not like him at all. We need to trade him as soon as possible. So that's why I have the Bulls in 25th.
Just a quick little side question. What would you do if you met Patrick Williams on the street?
If I met Patrick Williams on the street, um, you know, I'd probably ask for a picture, but in my mind, I'm thinking I'm taking a picture with the bum. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, with my 25, I'm going to go the Charlotte Hornets.
Mm,
I'm sure they were pretty good last season. I mean, they made ended up making the playoffs, but or at least a playing team.
yeah.
But they lost LaMelo Ball. I mean,
Hmm.
that's just the key part. They sure they've still got they got Grayson Allen this
Yeah.
offseason. They got Naz Reid,
Hmm.
but and Con Canoopoul's been on the rise, but I just think that they're losing that one superstar. Although Con
Yeah.
Canoopoul has big shoes to fill, and it's possible he's going to fill them. It's just not looking good for them right now.
I actually really like that take, and I'm actually going to put the Charlotte Hornets in my 24 spot. Like you said, they lost LaMelo. They also lost Miles Bridges to the Suns. For Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen. And then they also acquired Nas Reed for LaMelo Ball. But other than that, I mean, they do have some decent pieces. Kobe White's there, Brandon Miller, and Connor Knipple, like you said. But other than that, this team is just not very good. They will not make the play-in or playoffs next year.
Yeah, well, with my 24, I'm gonna go the Los Angeles Clippers. Uh, I mean, sure, they acquired some big names when you're looking at their roster. I mean, you see Brandon Ingram, you see Darius Garland, you see Benedict Mathurin, Rui Hachimura. Those are some of the acquisitions in the past year. But like, I feel like their chemistry is just not going to be there. They're all just kind of random role player guys. I hate to say it. Besides Brook Lopez, like out from just like all different teams that they acquired, and I think they're hoping it's gonna end up being better than it is, but I just think they're not going to be a playoff team.
I like that take. I like that take. Um, for my 23rd team, I am going to go with this is a tough decision. A lot of good teams this year, but I probably have to go with the Clippers as well. Like you said, they just don't really mesh well together. With Brandon Ingram, they also have Darius Garland, Benedict Mathurin, Brook Lopez. So we watch more. Like this is a good team on paper, but I don't know. Like Brandon Ingram last year in the playoffs, he only averaged 12 points. Like that's not good. That is your star player on this team with alongside Darius Garland, averaging 12 points in the brightest lights. I just don't think that is okay for a star player. So I have to put them at 23.
I'm actually going to take the Chicago Bulls. You know, Caleb Wilson, I'm hesitant putting him this low because Caleb Wilson is just a beast. I mean,
Yeah, he's
he's
a
got
dog.
the he's got the means to be rookie of the year, although he's got big competition with AJ and Darius Acuff, Darren Peterson, and Cam Boozer, all those guys, Braden Burries, Nate Ament, all those guys. And so, but besides that, like you said, their team's just so young and they're
Hmm.
lacking that veteran leadership kind of aspect.
Yeah.
So I don't think Josh Giddey is going to be able to lead them to a playoff run just yet.
All right. So 22 spot. This might be a little bit of a hot take, but I'm actually gonna go with the Golden State Warriors. Now,
Hmm.
yes, they do have Stephen Curry, but I mean, I don't know. Jimmy Butler's out, Moses Moody's out till next year with his knee. I mean, they do have Paz, they have Yaxel Underborg. He was looking really good in the summer league, but this team is just like very old. They're inconsistent, and I just don't really know how I feel about this team. I mean, they have one of the best ever to do it in Stephen Curry. I mean, changed the game, but if his ankles like aren't as strong as they need to be, this team is not good at all. So I have to put them at the 22 spot.
I'm sorry, I really don't like that take. That's way too low for the fourth best player of all time.
Oh
I
wow,
mean,
that is bold. That is a crazy team.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry. That's the list.
Wow.
Just putting that out there. Um, but that's just insane. I mean, they were good last year. They didn't lose anyone. In fact, they added Yaxel. So I don't know what we're doing. But my 22, I'm gonna put the Milwaukee Bucks.
Wow, that is very high for this team. Wow.
I gotta stop the glaze there. Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious I'm a Bucks fan. I made him that into the Rookie of the Year conversations. But they're I think they do have potential to be higher. I think they could surprise me. Sure, they could be lower. They have a high upside, low downside. Um, Tyler Hero, Braden Burries. I mean, they're just shifty hoopers. I mean, K is that funny? Is that funny?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, and then Khalil Ware. I mean, he's just a dominant center. It's just gonna be a fun year.
That's a very interesting take. I don't really know how I feel. But 21, I'm actually pretty high on this team. I have to go with the Utah Jazz. I mean, they got top two pick. They drafted Darren Peterson. And then when you take a look at this roster, this is actually a very good roster. Keontae George, Laurie Markkinen, Ace Bailey, and Jaren Jackson Jr. alongside Darren Peterson for starting five. I mean, that is just a beautiful roster. They did lose Walker Kessler to the Lakers. They acquired Jackson Hayes, but some great bench pieces in Isaiah Collier, Cody Williams, Josh Okogie. Like this team could go really far. Like, don't be surprised if you see this team in the playoffs.
Okay, I don't know. I would be very surprised if I saw this team in the playoffs. I'm gonna be completely honest. But uh, next I'm gonna go the Washington Wizards. I mean, I've held them off long enough. They have Trey Young, Anthony Davis. They have obviously AJ Duvance, but you can't just bounce back that quickly from last place in the Eastern Conference. You can't just flip that switch from last place. I mean, sure, some teams have done it before, but they're not going to do it. I'm just pretty confident on that.
Okay. Also, number 20, it's pretty tough, but might be a very controversial take. But I'm actually gonna go with the Orlando Magic. I mean, they did get Nikola Vucevic, but like other than that, I'm not really high on this team. They have Paulo Banchero and Desmond Bane. They are pretty good in the playoffs, but then this roster is just not very good afterwards. You have Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, and Franz Wagner. They're good role players, but then your bench is just sad. And I don't really know how I feel about this team. I don't think they're gonna be uh in playoff contention. If they are, they're going to be in play-in, going to get first rounded, and I think they just need to focus on 2027, 2028 season. I'm not very high on this team, so I have to put them.
Yeah, okay. Um, Next, I am gonna take the Orlando Magic. Yeah, I said it. They made the playoffs last year. That did happen. I won't deny that. But Paulo, sure, decent player. He's on the better side of players. And then we got Franz Wagner, also on the better side of players. But like Anthony Black, an average role player. I just think they're lacking a superstar, and they need to make some trades. And
Yeah,
if they don't, it's just like I don't know. They're just not. I don't think. I don't think. I would say I'm pretty confident there's a 0% chance that they win the championship,
yeah, for
which
sure.
I wouldn't say about many teams that there's just a dead 0% chance.
Yeah, these are just not great playoff performers. Choked a 3-1 lead to the Pistons. That's just unacceptable. Um, Coming in at the 19th spot, I'm gonna have to go with the Dallas Mavericks. I do think they will be a play-in team. Obviously, rookie of the year or not candidate, but winner in Cooper Flag. They got Kyrie Irving. They acquired Zachary Ricochet from the Hawks, who is terrible. What a waste of a pick. They do have
Wow.
some key pieces though. They have Klay Thompson, Max Christie, PJ Washington. They have some good bigs in Daniel Gafford, um, and Derek Lively the second. But other than that, I don't really know how high I am on this team, so I just have to put them in the 19th spot.
Okay. Well, with my next pick, I am gonna have to agree. Dallas Mavericks, sure. Cooper Flag, Uh, I mean, they it's tough to say with them.
Yeah.
They they have the rookie of the year, so they have the skill, but you know, Derek Lively, a fine center, but that's just not gonna cut it for too long. As Zachary Ricochet, I mean, you put it in words that were a little bit harsh, but yeah, not an amazing player. Klay Thompson, sorry, washed. PJ Washington, all right. Max Christie, all right. Najee Marshall, all right. And then Cooper Flag is just they're gonna be their guy, but I think it's gonna take a couple more years before he does something special.
Yeah. Coming in at 18, very high on this team, are the Washington Wizards. Number one pick, AJ DeBanza. He is just immediately gonna flip the switch with this team. They have Trey Young and Anthony Davis as well, two great veteran pieces. And they also acquired DeAndre Ayton. They have Chris Middleton and a bunch of young guys in Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, Will Riley, Alexander Shaw, Sar, and this team is just. I really like this team, honestly. Obviously, last year they were 15th in the East, but I really think this is a play-in team or playoff team. I don't think they'll go very far, but I definitely think they'll need a couple more years before they can really click. But I think we'll see some good flashes from this Washington Wizards team.
Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. Well, with my next pick, I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh wow.
I think they were good last season, but I honestly think that Jalen Johnson era is coming to an end, as short as it was.
Oh wow.
I think he just had an unexpectedly good season, and then it stops there. They lost Zachary Richey, which you put it in words that said he was not helpful to them, but admittedly he was. And then they have NAW. He's got a great cousin in Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Dyson Daniels, great perimeter defender. CJ McCollum, they picked up last season. Aneka Okongwu, and they got Lugens Dort, Big Lou. But, you know, I just don't see them going far in the playoffs if they even make it.
Mm,
So that's why I'm taking them in my 18.
okay. Coming in at the 17th spot, I also have to go with the Atlanta Hawks. Like the East is just so deep. Like it's actually crazy considering what they were last year. But yeah, like you said, Jalen. I don't know if the Jalen Johnson era is going to come to an end so fast, but I do think he might regress a little bit. Obviously, they do have Nikhil Alexander Walker. He was really good that last season. CJ McCollum almost upset the champions in New York Knicks. And then I really do like Onyeka Okongwu and then the acquisition of Lou Dort and Aaron Wiggins. Lou Dort, great defenders. Like this is a really locked down team on the perimeter. Like they have some great defenders from Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort. This team is really good, but the East is just way, way better than what it was last year. So 17 might seem low, but I think it's realistic for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, with my 17, I'm going to the Indiana Pacers.
Mm,
I've held on this dream way too long, and now it's time to put them here because Tyrese Halliburton. I loved his story that won playoffs, and it was sad to see it come to an end to the
yeah.
Thunder with that ankle injury. But unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna do much special. Uh, they lost Miles Turner from that run.
Mhm.
They they still have Tyrese, sure, but I think they also lost guys like Benedict Mathurin, who was honestly a big part. They got Jay Huff, who played well last year. Ivica Zubac, TJ McConnell's pretty shifty. Kelly Oubre Jr. was an acquisition, but I don't think that's gonna get them very far.
All right, coming in at 16, I have the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, yeah, sure, they did acquire John Morant, but they have five guards. I don't know how that's gonna play. They have Denny Adavija, John Morant, and Damian Lillard. Those are all very ball dominant guards. They also have Scoot Henderson. I mean, Shaden Sharp, Drew Holiday. Like they really have to work on who's gonna get what minutes because they don't. They're lacking a true like good big man. They do have Robert Williams, but other than that, and Donovan Clingan, I think they'll develop him nicely. But other than that, I think they're missing like a superstar or even just a star big man, which will hinder them a lot in the come playoff time.
Okay, I think that's interesting. I'm gonna definitely hold off on them for a little bit longer. But next, I'm gonna go the Phoenix Suns
Hmm.
in my 16. You know, they did get Miles Bridges. They still have Devin Booker. They lost Grayson Allen, but you know, I just don't see this team doing anything special. They've got shooting. They've got decent forward work. They're all right at the center position, but it's just I just don't. When I look at this team, I don't see any chance of them doing well in the playoffs.
Oh wow. Well, for me, coming in 15 are the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, he's coming back from his Achilles injury. They have Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard. I want to see how Visa Zubac works in their offense because, the pick and rolls with Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton were really well because Miles Turner is a 3-point big man, but Zubac is more paint dominant, so it really depends on how well he can fit into their offense. But they also have some decent dudes in Aaron Neesmith. Like you said, they acquired Kelly Oubre, Ben Shepherd, he was good in the playoffs, and then um Jarris Walker. So I don't think this team will go too far in the playoffs, but I definitely can see them potentially having another 2024 playoff run if they get hot. So you better watch out for them. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, in my 15, of course, I'm going to say the Lakers. I mean, it might be stunning that I'm putting them all the way down at like an average team, but the loss of LeBron is just going to be detrimental to the city and detrimental to the team. Even if you just look at his pure numbers, maybe they weren't like as good as some stars like Luka on that same team, but like he was just so impactful to the organization for the
Yeah.
past 6 years that it's going to be a big loss.
hmm for me, coming at 14 will be the Phoenix Suns. They got Devin Booker. They got Miles Bridges from the Hornets. They have great scores as well. They acquired Luke Kennard. Dylan Brooks had a great playoffs, averaging 26 points. Jalen Green was also there, 21 points. So they have scoring. I just don't really see the defense other than Miles Bridges. They have some alright bigs, but I would like to see them try and develop Mark Williams or Iguodaro. Colin Gillespie, he broke out last year. They got a great rookie in Koa Pete, but other than that, this team, they're kind of mid. So compared to the rest of the league, I have to put them at 14.
Yeah, I mean, in my 14, I'm the Portland Trailblazers. I'm pretty high on them just because Dame's gonna be coming back from that Achilles tear. I
Mhm.
mean, Ja is going to be a great acquisition to add. And I think, although they have a bunch of guards, I think Denny can play the three. And then I think Dame and Ja will start. And then they'll give backup minutes to guys like Scoot, guys like Shadon Sharp.
hmm
And then they do need some work in like the power forward center spot. But I think Donovan Clingan can develop to be something really special, like you said. So
hmm
I think they will be a play-in or maybe low playoffs team.
All right. Coming in at 13, I'm gonna have to go with the Snowtime Lakers. You know, losing LeBron, losing their last black figure in the starting lineup. They got Mamush Kelishvili Raptors. And then they got Walker Kessler. They had a lot of signings like Quentin Grimes, Colin Sexton, Matisse Thybulle. But if we're looking at who they really signed, like for example, Matisse Thybulle averaged 2 points per game. I think if either of us were to play, we could sit in a corner and hit a three and average more than Matisse Thybulle. I don't even know if Bronny James can access the Los Angeles Lakers facility anymore. They did get a great rookie in Cameron Carr, but I don't know. Austin Reeves, he's now a clear second option, but I just think that the Snowtime Lakers really need to prove something because now this is Luka's team. We saw what he did with the Mavericks, but I'm not very high on them, so I have to put them at 13.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Bronny, I think his dad's gone, and he is probably going to be moving to Europe soon to play in a rec league in Latvia. So it's not going to go well for them with that. In my 13 spot, I'm going to take Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh wow, it's pretty low.
I think James Harden and Donovan Mitchell as a duo, I don't think it works. I don't know. I think they're both individually great players. I don't think the duo of them two is going to work, and that's just all I have to say about that team. And the way they they acted, kind of the way they played in the playoffs last year, I think
Hmm.
that goes to show just how this team is not going to go very far.
Yeah. This might be a little controversial, but number 12, I'm gonna actually have to go with the Boston Celtics. I mean,
Wow.
losing Jaylen Brown, giving him to your next door neighbor to Philadelphia for Paul George. That is terrible. Everyone in the Boston Celtics organization needs to be fired. They grab Mitchell Robinson, who cannot shoot free throws in the clutch. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's the big man that they need. So obviously this is Jason Tatum's Boston Celtics right now. They still do have Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, 3-point shooting, and Sam Hauser. I do think Jason Tatum will have his best. I think he'll have his career year this year, just because he won't have a second option who's as ball dominant like Jaylen Brown. But I don't think this team goes far, considering how loaded the East is this year. So that might be a hot take, but I'd have to put them at 12.
Yeah, well, the thing you said about like firing their whole staff, I mean, the issue wasn't with them taking that trade. It was because they offered on Giannis, Jaylen Brown, and so now all the other teams knew that Jaylen Brown wanted out of the city. Now that they gave up on him, like Isaiah Thomas, they gave up on me,
Yep.
and it's just sad to see him go probably for a lot of Boston fans, but it's what had to be done after they offered him up. So the Sixers knew that they could get him for probably pretty cheap, and so they just swooped in and gave him an old time vet, called it a
Yep.
day. But in my 12, I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors.
Oh my gosh, that is 10 spots higher than me. Wow.
Wow, you had the Golden State Warriors where I had the Milwaukee Bucks. That's
Yep,
interesting.
that's insane. I'm not high on this team at
Um,
all.
okay, well I definitely am. Steph Curry, he knows he's slowing down. It's going to be a hot take. I think he only has a couple years left, one, two, three maybe. And we've all seen the edits. I'm just tired, man. I'm getting old. And then, I wish somebody. Anyways,
Alright, bro.
uh, yeah, sorry. We're gonna cut that out. Uh, but Yaxel Lendenberg, I think he's gonna be great for this team with Steph Curry and then Pods. I mean, he's probably gonna be an all-star,
Oh,
maybe MVP candidate next
oh,
season.
pods.
So, yeah, so that's all I have to say.
Okay. Um, I don't know. This NBA this year is just so loaded. But right off the top 10, I'm gonna have to go with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Um, they lost Nas Reed and Julius Randle, so they don't really have a true power forward. Dante DiVincenzo might be out for a little bit longer because he tore his Achilles in the playoffs. They do have Ayo Dosunmu, who was a breakout star for them. Obviously came from Chicago, so it was sad to see my boy go. But I don't know. I don't like Rudy Yogurt at all. He's just absolutely terrible. But the biggest thing for me is I want to see how if LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards can play well together. This is a top 5 team, no doubt about it. But since it is still an off season, I think 11 is a good spot for them, especially not seeing how they gelled together yet against any true comp.
Okay, now not even making it into my top 10 are the Houston Rockets.
Oh wow, that is so disrespectful.
I mean, is it? Who's their best player? I mean, KD
The
washed,
GOAT, the GOAT KD, the GOAT.
washed, and then who else did they got? They got Amen Thompson, role player, and then do I even need to talk about Sengun?
What's wrong with
And then we
Sengun?
got. I mean, he's just a flopper. He just flops all over the court, and he just like chucks the ball up and it goes in. He's like Jokic, just not as skilled. I'm sorry, Sengun. I'm
Hmm.
sorry if you happen to be watching our 4-view video, but I just think they're just not gonna do well this year.
Interesting. Okay, top 10 coming in at number 10. I did say it was disrespectful, but I have to go with the Houston Rockets. And I'm actually pretty high on this team, but we need to see how well Fred VanVleet, obviously he's coming back from a huge injury, but I mean, sidelined him for a whole season. So we need to see how well he can fit back into this team. I still do think this is a true title contender. Even the 11th spot is a title contender, but I don't think the Celtics are, so I'll cut it off at top 11 for the title. Şengün, I do think he's a baby Jokic. I think he'll have another big leap because Amen Thompson was playing the point guard role, so now that they have a true point guard in Fred VanVleet, I think baby Jokic will just have a career year. Obviously, they have the best scorer ever in Kevin Durant, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr. The only flaw is that Reed Shepherd just has not been playing the best. But they did acquire Marcus Smart, who's very good in the playoffs. So I'm pretty high on this team, and I have them at number 10.
Okay, well, with my number 10, I'm gonna go with Detroit Pistons,
Ooh, that is low.
the 1 seed in last year's Eastern Conference. I just think it was a fantasy that's not gonna go back to back. I think they're gonna be a lower, maybe mid playoff team. And they're not gonna make it past the second round. Maybe make it past the first round or the wild card round. I mean, the like the play-in round if they make
Yeah.
the play-in. But I just think Cade Cunningham is not going to be able to carry this team to a championship, and
Mhm.
I think he's going to have to get traded before he wins the ring.
Wow. Sorry, off topic a little bit, but Jock Peterson went 2 for 2 with 2 home runs in the first and second inning. Like, that just has to make an
My
appearance on the show.
goodness. Yeah,
Anyway,
we have to give a little shout out. That's a little bit of a reveal of when this was filmed and how long I take to edit, but it's okay.
yep.
That's actually mad impressive. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder if this gonna keep up. Oh wait, they already won, didn't they?
No, oh yeah, they did win. Yeah, you're right.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. All right, back to the NBA. Sorry. So, number 9 team. I have to go with the Miami Heat. Yes, I said it. Might be a little low, but this Heat team, I really need to see something. The best front court, obviously, with Bam Adebayo and Giannis, but they really have no one else. They have the only shooter. They did acquire a shooter, sorry, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Davion Mitchell can lock up any point guard. Andrew Wiggins locks up any forward. So this is a really defensive-minded team. If they can go out and transition and get some buckets, they'll do very well. But once we go to the bench, I mean, just play a garbage can noise. They traded their entire bench for Giannis. Their best player off the bench is Bobby Portis. I don't
He's
think
good.
anyone has ever said your best bench player is Bobby Portis. He is wearing
Literally the Bucks.
number 95. That is enough said. Your best bench player is wearing number 95. That's why I have to put them at number 9.
Just for a little bit of context on that, he was actually born in 1995, and he wore 9 in his career and 5 in his career, so he combined them.
Yeah,
because
he's still trash.
you wanted to-
Still trash.
All right. This is generational hate that I'm not going to accept. In my number 9 spot, I'm putting the Boston Celtics. I think you hated on them a little too much. They still have Jason Tatum, Paul George, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, Mitchell Robinson.
I don't know. I don't know about that team.
Mitchell Robinson, come on. I mean, this is gonna be a good team, but maybe not as good as last year.
Okay, number 8. I have to go with the Detroit Pistons. Coming off a great year with Cade, I think he will be in the MVP conversations. They went out, got John Collins, and one of their biggest threats they had was the lack of shooting. So they went out, got Isaiah Joe from the Thunder, Duncan Robinson, he's there, Kevin Herter, he's gonna be coming back, and I really think Jalen Duren needs to step it up. He was a great big man at the beginning of the year, like an absolute star. And then in the playoffs, I guess the lights were too bright. Averaged 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not going to cut it. If they want to go further, they really need him to step up. So I can only put them number 8.
Okay. Well, now for my number 8, this is where I have a decision to make because there's so many good teams left, and obviously all these teams are amazing that we have left.
Yep.
And this is really hard for me to say, but I think I am gonna have to go with the Miami Heat next.
Okay.
You know that they're gonna be the team I probably follow in the playoffs next year, assuming the Bucks don't make it. Because I mean, Giannis, I just love him, man.
Hmm.
Favorite player of all time. So I really hope I hope the Heat win the championship. But unfortunately, what you said about their depth, I mean, you can't just keep the starting 5 on the floor too long. Bobby Portis, you're really underrated him. He's the mayor of Milwaukee. I mean, he's a great player. He's just like he brings the energy on the floor that no other player can do. And I don't know if you've seen him at the free throw line. Every time they miss, he says "ball don't lie." I just thought that was pretty funny. I'd throw that in there. But I think they're gonna be a special team with like you said the front court of Bam and Giannis, the back court of I mean not much.
Yeah.
Who do they still have even?
Yeah,
I'm
Davion
blanking. But they
Mitchell.
have Andrew Wiggins,
Hmm.
Davion Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, but that doesn't matter when you have a front court of Giannis and Bam. So I think they're still gonna be a really good playoff team.
Yeah. Coming in at number 7, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm a bit higher because it was the first year that James Harden and Donovan Mitchell played together, and they went all the way to the conference finals. Sure, they got swept, but that next team was very good, had a very deep roster. But, I mean, they have Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, James Harden, not currently on the roster because he's a free agent. Everyone thought that LeBron was going to go to the Cavs, so he hasn't signed yet. But they also have some great role players in Jalen Tyson and Dennis Schroeder. I mean, Dennis Schroeder, he's a journeyman. He has experience on every level. So that is just a great team. Have to put them at number 8. I mean, number 7. The East is just so loaded this year. Super loaded.
Yeah, I agree with that East being like insane. Like I don't even know where to go from here. Like I feel like if any team I pick, I'll just be making a mistake.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I have to go somewhere,
Yep.
And I think the direction I'm going to go is the San Antonio Spurs at my 7.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
You don't like that?
I don't like that at all. Though,
I mean,
MVP
I think.
winner next year. And his team at
Oh
number
no!
7.
I mean, maybe Depoy, but MVP, come on.
Wow.
MVP is going to be Braden Burries.
Okay.
But
Alright.
no, it's probably going to be
Cancel the
Giannis,
show. Cancel the show.
though. Cut. But I just don't think they're gonna be good. I mean, Wemby was trying to be tough by saying like see you guys never, but it's just gonna be true. I mean, he's not gonna be back in the finals ever.
Oh,
So
wow. This is.
n-
We are cooking with this take right now.
I mean, he might be back in the finals in a couple years, but next year is just not going to be his year with so many better teams in the league.
I just think you should just throw that take out to the trash. That is just so bad. But hey, this is why we're here. Number 6, I am going to go with the Toronto Raptors. The addition of Kawhi Leonard is a chef's kiss. They did also trade Mamush Pelishvili. You know, I really like that dude. But Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett, Colin Murray Boyles, Emmanuel Quickly, Kawhi Leonard. That is a amazing defensive-oriented, go get a bucket later roster. Like, that is beautiful. And then they have Jamal Shead, who's super underrated. Jakob Poeltl, super underrated. Jacoby Walter, super underrated. Like, this team is sneaky championship mentality team. Obviously, every team is championship mentality, but this team could go to the distance. This could be a 2019 repeat with the Toronto Raptors. And it's crazy that I'm only putting them at number 6 while saying all that I just did.
Yeah, I know. That's why this NBA is gonna be awesome next year. You're gonna bounce
Mhm.
back from not so exciting season last year, if I do say so myself. But that might just be my opinion. Anyways, number 6, I'm gonna take the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, wow.
I think LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, the combo of those two is just gonna be really exciting to watch. And I think, sure, they lost Nas Reed, but you know they still got Gobert and they still got Io for they just re-signed him. I mean, I think they're gonna be a good team. Where did you put them? Like 11 or something?
Yeah, I put him 11.
Wow, holy snipe.
I don't
Anyways,
know. I just feel like you're very high on some of these teams. Like Warriors 12? Are we serious?
well, and then I got the Spurs 7. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
yeah.
I'm kind of I'm
You're
kind of
kind of all over the place. To be honest.
I'm funking it up this year, bro. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be fun.
yeah.
Anyways, who's your 5?
Okay, starting off in the top 5, I have to go with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. That might be low. That might be high. I mean, this team, we all know what the Nuggets can do. You know, obviously one of the best players ever. Okay, not ever.
Phew,
Of the
that's
2020s, I mean. And Nikola
sure.
Jokic. They got Jamal Murray, Cameron Johnson. He was decent. They got Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun. Like this lineup, I don't know how they get it done every year, but they do. Also acquired another big man in Marvin Bagley because of Valanciunas he left. But I don't know. This roster just isn't really deep enough, like bench-wise for me. That's why I have to only put them at number 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also gonna put them at my 5. Nikola Jokic, great guy, great player, and Jamal Murray, both of them just great assisters and great scorers. I but I think they're just not gonna win a championship. I think there's just so many better teams that could beat them in the West that it's just not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with the defending championship team in the New York Knicks.
Ooh,
I don't know. Is that a hot take?
starts right in the nose.
I just
I
think
don't
there's
know.
3 teams better than them. Like this is a great roster. Don't get me wrong. It's obvious how they won the championship, but I mean, I don't really have a lot to say. I just have more to say about the next team. They do have Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikael Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart. Yeah, great roster. But then their bench gets a little shaky. Obviously, Landry Shamet performing well in the playoffs, but I just don't know what to think about this team considering the next team I'm about to mention.
Okay, I mean, you know, I think we know you're about to go on a rant here, but anyways, my number 4, Toronto Raptors.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
right.
Wow.
That's right. Kawhi Leonard is gonna make it into the Eastern Conference Finals with the New York Knicks.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
And I think he could go further. He could win those. He could win the championship. And he could lead this team to its second title in this decade. But I don't know. It might not happen. It might. I just love him back in Toronto. It's just so exciting to watch.
Yeah. Number 3, I don't know. Oh, this is so tough.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting.
I have.
I don't know what
I
to
gotta go
do.
with the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. I
Oh!
don't know. I know. I know. I don't know how I feel about this. They gave up Lou Dort, Andrew Wiggins, Isaiah Joe. I don't know. I mean, Jared McCain, he's probably gonna be starting. They have Alex Caruso, he was great. Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hartenstein, but they have a fraud, and his name is Chet
What?
Holmgren.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Shea is Shea is Shea. Shea is Shea.
Oh, yeah.
But
Shay. I
Chet
thought you were going to say
Holmgren
Shay. I thought you were going to say Shay.
is a fraud. 4 points per game. That is like you just can't have your second option with 4 points a game. Like that is not okay. And I think he really needs to put on some muscle if he wants to be a all like
Agreed.
NBA level center. But who knows? Maybe Shea proves me wrong. Averages 50 a game, you know. But yeah, I just have to put them in number 3.
Yeah, well, with my 3, I'm just going to take in third the defending champs, New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
New York, New York. I mean, Jalen Brunson, great player. I mean, I don't really need to explain myself here. They just won the championship. Of course, they're going to be top 3. The thing is, there are 2 teams ahead of them in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Number 2. Is the 76ers.
What?
I mean, yeah, they got Jaylen Brown. They got LeBron James. Might be the best offseason ever. Okay. I just don't know how this team is going to, how the chemistry is going to be with this team. This is an all-star starting lineup. Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James, DJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid. Their bench is also deep. Dean Wade, Caleb Love. They just got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who was on the 2020 Lakers. They got Anthony Simons, Adam Bona. They just got a great rookie who I think is going to be under a lot of people's radars, and LeBron Fallon Jr. But, I mean, I just think there's a team better than them, just chemistry-wise, and locked-in-wise, and championship aspirations-wise. So I have to go with number 2.
I mean, that's insane to me. But my number 2, I'm going to go the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were basically in my mind, the second best team last year
Mm-hmm.
behind the New York Knicks. But they did lose Lou Dort.
Yeah.
And they did lose Aaron Wiggins. So I'm gonna dock them from first place for that. But
Yeah.
Shea is still gonna take this team places and do wonders.
All right. Number 1. I think everyone knows. I have to
Ugh.
go with Wet Bananas and the San Antonio Spurs. Like, they got Tobias Harris. I think if they had Tobias Harris, who is averaging 20 points per game in the playoffs, I don't think they lose to the New York Knicks. Like, Dylan Harper is going to have a breakout sophomore year. He was a rookie doing what he did in the NBA Finals. They have Wembanyama, who I think is going to be MVP, no questions asked. De'Aaron Fox, he's just misunderstood. He is still a great point guard. Stephon Castle, great shooting, and Julian Champagnie and Devin Vassell. Keldon Johnson. I mean, they got the GOAT, Harrison Barnes. They have Carter Bryant. They got some bigs. They got some big rookies. Terrence Reed Jr. Jaden Contreras, he is out. But they also got Malik Brown. I just think this team goes the distance with Tobias Harris. I have to put them at number 1. Like, that is just a championship roster right there. Enough said.
Wow. Well, my number one, the Philadelphia 76ers. I think they're
Mm,
going to be the best team in the NBA next season. I mean, yeah, what you said, all-star roster. VJ Edgecombe, I mean, a rookie of the year candidate. I mean,
yep.
wasn't he? I mean, he was one of the best rookies, arguably, and he was electric in the first half, especially Tyrese Maxey, all-star. Jaylen Brown, one of the best players in the league, Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James, the second best player of all time. And
Oh
then
wow.
finally closing out the lineup, they've got Joel Embiid, who's a bit shaky, but he's
Yeah.
still at his peak and MVP.
Yeah. Only reason I put them at number two is that I don't know about Joel Embiid. He's just so injury prone. But if he's at his peak, that is a championship roster against the Spurs or the Thumpers. But that's all I
Yeah,
see.
I mean, I would trust every single player on that team. I mean, at least the starting five, to take a game-winning shot, dunk, layup, three-pointer. I mean, anything. I
Mm-hmm.
trust them to do it.
I like that. I like that. So that rounds out the top 30 for the NBA next season. Hopefully we get some right. And thank you for tuning in.
Yep, that was episode 2 of Across the Leagues. We'll see you guys next time.